Hey, what's up, guys? It's another unboxing, and today, as you can see, it's a Nivada Gretchen, and you'll probably see by the title what it is. So, um, there's several months ago, um, when the wind-up watch fairs were happening, they came to San Francisco, and I went to that, as I did the other 2 years they were there. They did skip a year or two because of the pandemic, but they came back, and yeah, it was great. And you've probably seen a lot of coverage over the last few months of the different locations that they've been to. New York was probably the biggest, but anyways, I'm in San Francisco, so that's where I went to. And uh, great way to check out watches, especially the micro brands and even the larger brands like Christopher Wars or Oris's and Laco and there's a bunch. You just look at the list of the lineup, and it's great. And I would say maybe a handful of them, just a couple of them, really stood out to me when I got to actually check them out in the metal. And one of them was the Fortis. I really liked the F-39, and I ended up getting one a couple of weeks later at the latest. Just were stuck in my head. It was just really nice quality. And then the other one, I really like Nivada Gretchen. Um, they're is it the Chronomasters? The chronographs that they have, really nice and compact, nice vintage looks, several different variations, and what else was there? I like the Excelsior Park. It's also uh, owned by the same person that brought back Nivada Gretchen, as well as I guess slightly more recently, the Volcane brand. Put back out the Cricket. It's pretty cool alarm wristwatch, mechanical. But with Nivada Gretchen, one of the things that I really liked also that surprised me when I saw it in the metal was the Depthmaster. And specifically, they have a couple of variations on the dials, but I did ended up gravitating towards the Pac-Man style, as they call it. And I thought it was okay in pictures and videos, but when I actually saw it in the metal and held it, I was like, wow, this is pretty nicely made, and really surprising how compact it was for a 39 millimeter uh, diver, being 1,000 meters water resistance. Yeah, way overkill, but it's super cool. And anyways, fast forward to now. Recently, Nivada Gretchen's been having a lot of collaboration watches. Probably most recently is the one with Worn and Wound. They brought back a chronograph, which the special ADA movement, one that they haven't used in a while, and it's quite expensive, like 7 or 8 grand, somewhere around there. And then they brought back, made some more affordable versions of that, but with a different movement. Uh, but yeah, those are okay. I didn't gravitate to those too much. They have several. Let's see, they did one with, I think, Time and Tide. It's also with their chronograph, Undone, which is somewhat similar to this one, which they used the Depthmaster, but and I almost went with that. It was like the Pac-Man theme. Well, obviously the dial has that Pac-Man design, but with with Undone, they went a step further and really made it like a 8-bit, or was it even older than that, I guess, with Pac-Man, real pixelated like graphics with a dial, and they really stylized it to make it look more like something out of a old school video game. And I kind of like that. It's like a really bright yellow and black. Basically, the watch is blacked out. But I ended up changing my mind, and I went back to this one, which came out several weeks, maybe a month before that one eventually came out. And this is the one from Revolution, and or rather with Revolution. And this is their No Barracuda model, and it's blacked out. It's got a more creamier, subdued lume, and not as bright as the one from Undone, with Undone as a collab. and we'll get right into it. And yeah, it's really cool. I think yeah, it's always stuck in my mind, the Deathmaster. I really wanted to get one, but I just held off for one reason or another, but finally did it. So this one comes with, this is an extra strap that it comes with, and it's a leather strap. We'll see that in a little bit. And here's the watch, and we'll just get right into it. Sorry about the long intro, but I just wanted to give you a little idea of where I'm coming from with this. And here we go. You can see it's labeled box. I don't think this pops out in here, but it has a little message in there if you want to pause and read it. It's Owner's Club. So, you know, register, tag them, you know, kind of give them some free publicity. Basically, we'll get into this. Here's the box. Especially, obviously, branded with Revolution. And I guess they are kind of like Asia or Singapore's version of like Hodinky. We'll get right into the box. So I think this, they collaborate. Revolution does a lot of collabs with a lot of watch brands, and they have some pretty cool stuff. And it's kind of like, I'm not sure if it's real leather, it's probably leatherette, but you can see it's kind of textured. It's nice, got kind of a felt bottom, lifts up like that. And guarantee, there's nothing really here that I think I'm worried about showing off. And these are limited numbers to 150 total, and I got apparently number 3. Wow, pretty cool. So we're gonna keep that. I believe what's in here. Oh, there's more inside the box. If you can sort of see, just some mumbo jumbo about the Deathmaster again. And here's the watch. Ta-da. Let's take off the sticker. I don't know, people. I don't think their intent was to make this faux Tina. There's a story on how they came about this design and the colorway. But quick story is that this is color based off of what they saw on a pint of Guinness, like the foamy head of the beer. And they said, yeah, that'd be kind of a cool color for the Lume. And the watch is dark, and Guinness is a pretty dark beer. I like Guinness though too. But anyways, yeah. So that's where they got the colorway for that. Let's pop this off. Go into a, oh, is this like metal or something? It's got some weight and it's got really cold. Nice little tag. And I think it's just a simple flip lock. Yep. There you go. It's cold. So it's got some condensation going on the outside. And you can see it's pretty cool. And they call this, the name, in case you didn't know, the no Barracuda thing. As you can see in the back here, let me zoom up a little. Just branded Revolution, limited edition, no Barracuda. But if I'm not mistaken, I was looking at the picture, and I think it actually says no Barracudas, like with an S at the end. Come on, focus. Kind of hard to see. But anyways, there's the little Barracuda with an X. It's kind of a, I think they stylized it also, like, didn't some old radium dials or something have some kind of warning like that? But anyways, I might be mistaken. And focus. And you can see down here it's number limited edition, small, but it's 3, as the card says, out of 150. So that's cool. Stainless steel, but this is all, whoops. Well, I guess I'm going to be removing that anyways. This is all black DOC coated, so it's not PVD or any kind of plating like that. It's much more resilient. So, which is good. I don't have to worry about, you know, this thing scraping or chipping off anytime soon. And it looks pretty sleek. I like it. Got a helium escape valve, and I like the fact that it comes on a beads of rice bracelet. Should be pretty comfortable looking at this. What kind? Very good. I believe. Sorry, I'm off camera. Yes. Looks like there's screws too, because the gap in here is too wide to be like a split or a friction pin of some sort. Definitely screw. That's cool. The only thing is maybe the clasp is it would be nice if it was like a little bit more of a milled piece, and probably this part of it as well. I don't think it's milled, so I can't tell. But you know, but truth be told, this part of it, I've never seen any of these things really fail, and even with this kind of stamp design, I guess it works. The main thing is you got enough micro adjust, and it's branded, and you know, you don't the class isn't overly large. Sometimes some class be a little bit on the long side, like the Christopher Ward ones, and you might even say like Rolex, maybe Omega. I'm not sure. They can kind of get a bit on the long side because of the adjustability, I think, built into it. But yeah, I like it. It's sleek. I mean, originally I was thinking of, when I saw it, this is the first time they did black too, and then later on, actually the undone one is black as well now. But I think Revolution kind of did theirs first. At least it came out first, and we give them the honors of having the first black Depthmaster. And I want to just put this next to like my Arnie here, Annie Digi. Of course, this one is 47-ish. And this one's only 200 meters water resistant. And even this is very close to the size of a regular tuner, which is 300. And yet the other tuners that go even deeper, like 1,000 meters like this, I believe they're even slightly bigger than that size. And so to be able to get this in a relatively compact form, it's really cool. And I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if I can clean this off a little bit. But the dial is just lightly matte and textured. It's like a very fine, very fine grain. And you can see this is why they call it the Pac-Man dial, because two things. These kind of, this one and the hands blocking, move this. Screw down crown, of course. Nice pop. Pretty solid. And this is a soap rod movement. I forget the exact one. I was looking it up. It's P something, but it should be a pretty good movement. And there's no date, so I imagine it should be just one click to, I think it's only one click. Yeah, to get to the hacking. But wise. And winding it. There you go. Just let that go then. And then I usually try to back spin it. Make sure that I don't cross thread do any cross threading. And then there you go, sign crown. And then this is kind of looks like a Pac-Man too. It's basically kind of, you know, a 9.6 are just flipped and reversed, but that's how you get that look. It's not truly like a round, perfectly, you know, round shape like Pac-Man is, but you get most of that. And these guys, this guy up here, the three, if you turn it this way, it kind of resembles the Ghost. Of course, the Ghost is more, it's not flat top, it's more rounded, but they have like these kind of zigzag, like bottoms, the Pac-Man Ghost in the maze. So that's, I think that's what that's related to. And well, the 12 is 12. And I want to put this next to, if I can, let me bring out some other 39 millimeters real quickly. So, for instance, this is the other one that was interested me in, I was interested in at the Wind-Up Watch Fair. And this is actually the F-39, so it's 39 millimeters, but you can kind of see how it compares to it. I mean, this has longer lugs, but look at, I mean, of course this is black, so it makes it a little bit smaller too, visually, but still, for the depth, this is 200 meters too. For what you get, it's pretty darn compact, which is nice. We'll compare it to, make sure this doesn't roll off my desktop here. Let's put it like that. Baltic Aquascaphe Bronze. This is also 39. And yeah, also I believe 200 meters, water resistant. Again, the fact that Nivada Grenchen was able to get this thing in such a compact form, and this was back in the early days when the big brands were already competing for like, what, a tenth or a fifth of what this thing could do, right? 100 something, maybe 200 meters back in the early days of like dive watches. This is already dropping down with 1,000 meters. So that's quite impressive. I don't think it originally had a helium escape valve, but they just, when they reissued or put this, you know, built this newer version, I think that's when they added the helium escape valve just to add to that. So, I mean, the dial to bezel ratio is different as well. This one's thinner, but nonetheless, I think it's pretty impressive. Let's see. I should put it back. I don't want too many watches falling off. And I guess one more for comparison. This is the Serica 5303-1, the black version. And this one still wears pretty small and compact. 300 meters water resistance. But visually, on the wrist, it's probably not all that different, because this dial is a bit smaller looking. There you go. One more time, just I think I did a good profile, but this is not actually as thick as it seems, just because it's a bit more, you know, it's more slab-sided. But this is a cool watch, and again, one of the two, very few that stuck in my head that I left wind up with, and Just how, yes, it made sense when I got it in the metal and saw it in person, and I said, I gotta get this. This bezel action is too nice too, and it's just a cool modern Flieger, which reminds me. Sorry, let's put the watches away. Check out the bezel action on this thing. There's really no backplay. It turns nice and easy, but not like, it's not like loose. All right. And I guess I'll try to quickly put it on wrist just to show it how it looks like on my just under 7-inch wrist size. Okay. And pull back slightly. Set 5 or something like that. Yeah, that looks sleek. Very legible. Fairly low profile for 1,000 meter. Let's see how thick this guy is. Anyways, I forgot. I don't think it showed on the website or anything. Zero it out. What do you guess? 13? Probably it's about 13. Even if it is, that's pretty good. Oh my god, it's under. So from that to the crystal, it's about 12.7. Try one more time. 12.6. One more time. Well, I am measuring right in the middle, so it is about 12.6. That's from the bottom to the, it's not really, if it's domed, it's super subtle. But you can see the crystal just lifts up off of the, off of the, well, not exactly off of the bezel, but it's just kind of raised a little bit. You get a little bit of the edge. But not bad. Under 13. Under almost 12.5 millimeters thick for a 1,000 meter water resistant watch like this. And the thing is, I don't usually go with black DOC all that much. The reason why is that I like strap changes, and I also like and insist on having matching hardware. And as such, I don't have a lot of black hardware straps. So then I was like, I've been trying to avoid, getting specific strap options for black DOC. I just don't like mixing it. Seeing something silver or something else. If it's black, it should be with black. That's just my own philosophy on that. And so that's why I held off. But this one just looked too cool, and I'm okay with actually having limited bracelet options. You can sometimes not even have to think about strap or bracelet changes is good. You just wear it as is and enjoy it. And sometimes it's like trying to pick out clothes to wear. Sometimes can be a little bit of a headache. Like you don't know what exactly to wear, and you just kind of end up going whatever. Slip this on and it'll do. But it's kind of the same thing. You just pick this up, you wear it, and I think it'll be great on this kind of beads of rice style bracelet. Oh, and lastly, I should show you the the other strap option that it comes with. And this is also why I like this one over the Undone Pac-Man. It's not as yellow on the NSCs, and the whole pixelated thing is cool on the Undone, but I think that bit of novelty can get a little bit tiresome after a while, maybe. Although they did do, you know, a special custom dial and handset for that, which is different. This is more one of the, it's kind of a stock form, but I think the color specifically is not anything they've used before, as far as I'm aware, because they did kind of specifically said that they wanted to make the Lume a specific color. Again, that Guinness beer head of foam, it's got that creamy color, and also that Pac-Man, the other one, they're all Pac-Man dogs, but the Undone one doesn't have those 8 indexes at the I guess the corners. It just has a 12, 9, 6, and 3, which is okay, but those ones that they have are blacked out, and so they just basically don't show up, and I don't know, I don't like the way that looks. I discovered after looking at it several times and deciding not to get that one, actually. And it comes with 3 options. The Undone one, a black leather with a bright yellow contrast, you know, double stitch near the lugs. You've seen that, it's kind of a vintage style, you know, matches. And then 2 tropic straps, one black and one, again, a bright yellow. Those are okay. I mean, I have plenty of black tropic straps in yellow. Plus that thing is closer to 12, almost 1300, sorry, versus this is under around 9 something. And then it comes with a bracelet and a decent leather strap, and that's all I need. I got plenty of other strap options too. So it comes with this nice leather strap here. Let me see. It smells okay. Does something just fly up? Anyway, it's got quick release, and it's branded. It's got the vintage style. I like the fact that it has a matching black hardware. So as you can imagine, it's an odd choice. I wouldn't mind. I think this just needs to be broken in a little bit more. It still looks a bit new. I think you just wear it, let it get distressed and kind of, you know, patinaed over usage. I think it'll kind of work better. Although I do think that maybe what they could have done was instead of the white stitching, maybe doing I don't know, something ivory, a little bit more off-white to kind of tie into this kind of Lume color that they picked out. But I'm not mad at it. I wouldn't mind. I'd rock it on this once in a while, or just even just a black stitching. That would work. So this should work pretty well later down the line. But I'm gonna definitely rock it on the bracelet for a while. And you know, I do my watches strapping series, so I think this would be good to explore some strap options once I can figure out what other ones would be good, and I can get matching black hardware for the straps. But it does have drill through lug holes, so that should help out. And lastly, what else? This is getting long as usual for an unboxing. I'll get into the full review when I've had a chance to get into it. Oh, we'll just do a Lume shot, I guess. There's something else I wanted to say, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, I wanted to check to see if these... No, it does not have... I was looking for a quick release on the bracelet. They do not have that, but at least it has drill lug holes. So, the Lume is said to be pretty decent, at least when they were talking about it on one of the Revolution videos about this. we shall see. Let me turn off the light. And oh, before I do, you notice the lume, right? Where do you see? You expect those to be loomed, right? And then the rest is black. Well, check this out. Do you see that? The areas that are black that was in the bezel mainly, I'm trying to bring your attention to that. That's actually loomed as well. It's not going to last quite as long. Let me turn off the light in the background. Hang on. So, see if I can bump up the. I gotta bump up the ISO a little bit. There we go. So that's pretty cool, though. It's probably not going to last. I'm going to have to give it a try, but I expect the bezel, the black parts of it that have the lume, probably won't last as long as the rest of it. I don't think I've known anybody to make black lume to last super long, but considering, it's not too bad. I mean, looking behind or around the camera, just directly, I can see this pretty well. It's not as bright as the dial indexes and the triangle at the bezel or the handset, but it is legible. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. They kept it. It's a little surprise because you don't expect the black parts to be illumined, and you just think, oh, it's just a triangle, but you do get that. So, anyways, just want to quickly show that. Yeah, I'm turn down the ISO because it's going to be too bright. Turn on the lights. All right, so reduce this right there, something like that. Yeah, I mean, this is almost like a review, but it's not because I just got it. But I will definitely get some wrist time on this and get back to you. But just wanted to share this. Again, this is one of the few watches that stuck in my head during wind-up watch fair from Worn & Wound. When I was there, they did not have this obviously back then. It was just one of the couple variants that they had. It was stainless steel. I believe it was red painted in here, but the indexes were similarly colored. They might be a little bit more yellow, I think, perhaps. But yeah, this is a pretty cool, sleek watch. And yeah, look forward to sharing more of it later with you guys. Thanks for watching.